Hi, this is a new YouTube channel to run alongside our new Facebook group, which is called Think It, Craft It, Share It. Please have a look for us. So these tutorials are going to start right at the beginning. They're starting with brand new newcomers who don't really know a lot about making cards. It's not all expensive. You can do it as cheaply as you want. But the basics I'm going to show you now, the things that you definitely will need at some stage. First off is a pair of scissors. They can be big, they're small, but they need to be sharp. Okay. A ruler or one of these trimmers or a guillotine. You don't absolutely need a trimmer, a ruler, a pencil, and a pair of scissors is fine. You will need glue or double-sided tape. I prefer wet glue because it allows you to move things about a little bit before it dries. My glue, this is something I have used for quite a while. I don't use anything else. It's Collall. I buy it in great big bottles from an eBay shop. Costs about 17 quid for a litre. And then I decant it into this little bottle with a tiny tip. Lasts forever. 3D foam pads. You can see they've just got a little tiny bit of height. You can get these as cheap as you like. I think some of the pound shops sell them, but you can also get them from all the well-known craft stores as well. And of course you need a card blank. This one is a 7x5 or 5x7. I make these myself, and I'm just going to pull this over to let you see. I use an A4 piece of card, 250 to 300 GSM. GSM is the weight of the card. So you need something that's going to stand up on its own. Any less than 250 really would be floppy. And what you do, if you measure your card, measure 10 inches across the top and 7 inches down, cut it, put a score mark halfway at 5 inches, and you've got your card blank. Now, next we're talking about mats and layers. And I've just done this diagram just to explain it roughly. So I like 1/8 of an inch border around each layer. So if you take the white, the black outline with the white is 1/8 of an inch. And then that's 1/8, that's 1/8, and that's 1/8. Okay, how do we get that? Well, if you want 1/8 of an inch, to make it simpler, cut off 1/4 of an inch at the top and 1/4 of an inch down one side. And that will give you 1/8 of an inch all around. There's no hard and fast rules. Some people prefer wider borders. If you want 1/4 of an inch border all around, cut off 1/2 an inch at the top and 1/2 an inch at the side. And these can be used on all sizes of cards. Should it be A4? Should it be DL? Should it be 6x6? You can use it in all. And I mean, some people like different borders. Some people like narrow borders on the side and wide borders at the bottom. It's totally up to yourself. Just play with it and have fun. See what you come up with. So what I've done is I have cut a piece of card to give me 1/8 of an inch border the whole way around. So that was cut at 475 at the top, 4 3/4, and 6.75, 6 3/4 down the side. Then I cut another piece which is 1/4 inch off the top, 1/4 inch at the sides. That gives me an 1/8 border all around, and that was cut at 4.5 and 6.5. So what I'm going to do before I put the card together, I've cut a little strip just in case you're new and you don't have all these things. And what I'm going to do with this strip is just put a piece of ribbon over it. Now I've picked yellow and orange because I'm thinking of harvest time and autumn and all the rest of it. And what I'm going to do here is just stick that down with a bit of tape so it doesn't come off if it'll come away from my finger. And just tack it over at the end as well. And that's a nice wee decoration for the middle of your card for pennies, really. Ugh, my fingers are slippy. Okay, so that's it done. Okay, and what we're going to do as we progress is put this onto there. So, first of all, my wet glue. I would be lost without it, honestly. It is so good. Whenever you're gluing, if you're using wet glue, don't go to the end. My hands are going to get in the way here. Stay in about 1/8 inch, because whenever you flatten this down, it'll splodge. So just put on what you need and away from the edge, and place this then onto your card blank. I'm sort of having to work away from myself a wee bit because of the camera. Okay, so we're going to do the same with this one. Not too close to the edge and not too much glue. And you'll find this collal glue is amazing. It really is. Sticks very, very well. And then we're going to place this I always say I can't cut a straight line. That's the truth. So there's the base of your card. This one here now, we're going to do the same with that. We're going to put some glue onto it. Doesn't matter how crooked it is underneath because nobody's going to see that. And we're going to stick that probably about there. Not sure whether that's straight or not because you can't really see from this angle. Sorry about this. If I put it on straight in the first place, it would have helped, wouldn't it? And just slap it down again. And that's why I'm saying a bit wet glue. It gives you time to fix things. And it's still a bit crooked, but I'm not going to mess about with it anymore. And then I've made a little bow that I'm going to put in the middle, but I'm not going to put it on until we've finished, for the simple reason I might knock it about. So I have stuck the bow on, put an odd me image on it. It was just one I did in AI very quickly. And that's your card made. Play about, have fun. And as I say, it doesn't need to cost a fortune. In the meantime, if you could give us a like, hit subscribe, and you'll hear when there's new tutorials up. And have a look for our Facebook group. Think it, craft it, share it. Thank you for coming over. Bye.